Hello everyone, welcome to Life Simplified, another live session, and we are continuing with our series on forgiveness, where we are asking for forgiveness this time from various aspects, various types of people, where in general, we all end up making certain amount of mistakes. So before we continue, let us first start with a prayer. Keep your spine straight. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Smile. Exhale. One more time. Inhale slowly. Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. To the Supreme God, to all the great ones, we thank you for your blessings. Thank you for blessing all of us with good health, with happiness, with peace, with joy, with spirituality, prosperity, and abundance. Thank you, God, for your presence. Thank you for your guidance, your help, and protection. In full faith, we thank you. Gently open your eyes. Appa Namaste to everyone. Welcome to the session once again. So today we are going to reflect upon and we are going to see how is our attitude, our behavior, our thoughts, our emotions, especially towards our own surroundings, our physical surroundings. So today we are going to ask for forgiveness unnecessarily where we have criticized our surroundings. So it often happens कि हम लोग जिस सिटी में पैदा होते हैं या जिस बिल्डिंग में रहते हैं शायद या जिस कम्युनिटी में रहते हैं या जो भी हमारी सर्कमस्टांसेस है लाइक फॉर सम बेसिक थिंग्स लाइक आवर सिटी, आवर कम्युनिटी, मे बी आवर रिलीजन, मे बी आवर कल्चर एंड मे बी द एरिया वेयर वी लिव इन. सो बहुत बार वी anything that goes wrong we often end up blaming our city. हमारी सिटी में तो ऐसा ही है इसीलिए मेरे लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम है. Sometimes we blame the working culture of our offices कि हमारे culture में तो ऐसे ही होता है and that is why I have problems. So it is very easy to dump our any problems that we have. बहुत आसान है. It's very easy to dump it on the city, blame it on the surroundings, blame it on our culture, our religion, or maybe anything that cannot really converse back to us, but we just blame it on that. विदाउट रियलाइजिंग कि हमारे कुछ कर्मास होते हैं, हमने ही ये सब चीज़ें अट्रैक्ट की हैं. वी हैव अट्रैक्टेड आवर सराउंडिंग्स. द सराउंडिंग्स आर नॉट बीइंग फोर्स्ड अपॉन अस. वी हैव अट्रैक्टेड इट बिकॉज maybe we have something to learn from it, and that is probably the best possible surroundings that we could have attracted. So I want you all to think about, and you can also put it in the comment box, that what are the general things that you criticize about, especially about your surroundings. Like for example, do we crib a lot about the traffic? Oh, हमारे सिटी में तो इतना ट्रैफिक होता है, इतना ये है. So these are basic things, we do talk about it, but sometimes we go overboard. हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा उसको स्ट्रेच कर देते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा उसको एक्सटेंड कर देते हैं, and we over criticize it. Sometimes we over criticize the culture that we are living in. Like for example, suppose I'm living in Bengal, I live in Kolkata. So sometimes if something goes wrong, then we say, oh, हमारे बंगाल का तो culture ऐसा ही है. This is how it is, and it is horrible, and it is so bad. So we just blame it on the culture. But every culture has its positives and negatives. But sometimes we don't really acknowledge the positives, और जो उससे related negative चीज़ें होती है उसे हम लोग ज़्यादा acknowledge करते हैं. Now why are we talking about this, और ये इतना important क्यों है? So before let us understand कि ये हम लोग ने topic क्यों select किया और why are we talking about this. So I would like to share a small story with you, a small example, an incident with one of the students who had attended the class, a pranic healing student. So there was this guy whom I had met in one of the classes. So he used to not like the city in which he's living. उसको जो city में वो रहता है वो बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं लगता था. And he would constantly crib about it, constantly get upset about it. And unfortunately उसको जिस सिटी में वो रह रहा है, any business that he does, he would not get success in that city. So he had business in another city also. तो वो सेम बिजनेस में उसको दूसरे सिटी से सक्सेस मिल रहा था, लेकिन वो जिस सिटी में रह रहा है वहां से उसको सक्सेस नहीं मिल रहा था. So no, he was just asking this question, that I get good amount of money, I get good business in the same business, in the same strategy in another city, but why am I not getting it in my city? And after discussion, we're just having a discussion that why will this happen? So then we realized, in our discussion, I realized that he would not like this city at all. और जिस सिटी से उसको बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिल रही थी, he was very fond of that city and would internally often appreciate that city a lot. That the city is very nice, the people here are very nice. So then I understood that wow, what thoughts, what emotions, what kind of energies we create towards our surroundings, especially towards the city, towards the area, towards the culture which we are living in. अगर हम लोग उसी को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं तो वहीं से हम लोग को बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज या बेटर रिलेशनशिप्स और अ बेटर लाइफ दैट वी आर गेटिंग फ्रॉम देयर, आवर ओन थॉट्स एंड इमोशंस दे बिकम ऑब्स्टिकल्स. वही ऑब्स्टिकल बन जाता है. इमेजिन हम जिस सिटी में रह रहे हैं वहां से हम लोग को बिजनेस चाहिए, हम लोग को बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी चाहिए, हम लोग को अच्छी लाइफ चाहिए, हम चाहते हैं कि वो सिटी हमारे लिए पॉजिटिव रहे, लकी रहे. Now how is it possible if we criticize that same city or we criticize that same surrounding? So if we criticize something, तो वहां से जो हमको पॉजिटिव अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलनी चाहिए, we ourselves create a block और उसे मिलने से हम लोग खुद उसे रोक देते हैं. So we become our own obstacle. We ourselves block it and don't allow the city to give us the positivities that we probably are maybe entitled to get. But then we don't get it because of our own critical thoughts. That is why बहुत बार ऐसे होता है कि कुछ सिटीज़ में हमको सक्सेस ज़्यादा मिलती है और कुछ सिटीज़ में बिल्कुल भी सक्सेस नहीं मिलती. Okay, so this is about the city. Now let me also tell you about another example about a surrounding, maybe a house. So by the way, going back to this guy, so this guy later on when we had this discussion, he started creating positive thoughts towards his city where he was living in. Then he realized, oh, that is why I'm trying, whenever he's trying to push so many things in that city but not getting a good response from the city. So then he started changing his thought process, and in another 6 months time, after realizing this and after changing his thought process, he started getting better opportunities. He started feeling better. The more he started accepting his city, according to the law of karma, the city started accepting him, and more doors, more opportunities started opening up for him in that same city. So this whole thing just changed in a matter of 6 months. Another example I would like to share was with another student also, where there was this family. They had shifted in a new house, and the time they shifted in a new house, somehow they had some complications in business. So when they had complications in business, they started feeling that this house is unlucky for us, or this house is not lucky for us, and the whole day they would keep cribbing about this, that this house is unlucky for us. But they're living in that same house, and they're not getting any opportunity to move out of that house also. So now after, again, to just cut the story short, after having long discussions and after realizing things, that the family realized that they need to first accept the house. And when they changed their mindset, they started blessing the house, they started creating positive thoughts towards the house, and in another 3 to 4 months time, they started seeing changes happening. So it was their own thought that was created that this house is unlucky for us, and that house was actually turning out to be unlucky. But it's like sometimes we create those thoughts through ourselves. हम लोग खुद ही वो नेगेटिव थॉट्स बनाते हैं जो हमारे ही अंदर में एक ऑब्स्टिकल बन जाते हैं. So what we will do today is we will ask for forgiveness from all those things that we have criticized, our surroundings. It could be our house, it could be the area that we live in, it could be the city, it could be the building where you are stationed, it could be anything. So something external that you have criticized, and internally you feel bad that why am I in this place, and because of this place I'm not being able to get the best out of life. Okay, so shall we now move towards the practice? Let's practice. So I want you all to just keep your spine straight. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. put your hands in the blessing posture. Visualize the city. I'm just taking an example of the city where you're living in. Just mentally say, thank you God for blessing our city with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Thank you for blessing our city with proper law and order, with prosperity and spirituality. Now you may just put your hands in the Namaste posture, or you can just touch your heart. Imagine as if you're talking to your city or talking to anything that you have criticized, your surrounding. Just be aware of your city, be aware of your heart. Mentally or verbally affirm, please forgive me for criticizing. Please forgive me for blaming you. Please forgive me for excessively criticizing you. I now realize that these thoughts have become obstacles which are not allowing our energies to exchange or to flow. May all these obstacles get disintegrated right now. So be it. May all the obstacles that stops us from receiving opportunities from our cities, from receiving positivity from our city, may all the obstacles of critical thoughts, critical behavior created by me, may all the negative thoughts which I have created towards my city, may all those negative thoughts get disintegrated and expelled. Now, so be it. Please affirm with me. You say, I let go of all the negative thoughts, negative emotions that I have created towards my city. I release, I let go. I drop all the negative thoughts, negative emotions towards my city. I let go, I let go, I let go. Thank you, God, for helping me let go. I am the soul, and I am in the right city. Thank you, God, for blessing me with the right city, the right place to be in. I accept wherever I am. So be it. I accept wherever I am. So be it. Thank you, God, for your blessings. Thank you, Master, for your blessings. Thank you for your teachings. Gently open your eyes. So thank you everyone for joining in. I hope this was helpful and a small realization that we can be aware of. Atma Namaste.